Welcome to the all-new season of G Sport on Joy Prime. This is season 2, and it promises to be great. We are going to have great conversations, titillating ones, of course, and great laughter as well on this show with amazing personalities coming through week after week. And Christmas is just around the corner. Merry Christmas to you. I hope that you're getting the aponchi and the chicken and the ram and all that ready for Christmas. I'm looking forward to getting a new shoe this Christmas. I don't know about you, but you know, Merry Christmas once more. And today we're going to have an exciting conversation just to start the season. And I've got great personalities in here to join the conversation. But like they say, from the days of Adam and Eve, men have been set to be the rulers of the world. They run the show, they decide the pace, and we run when they call. But it looks like we are in our numbers. Women form a larger population across the world. Women actually are into agriculture. More women are into agriculture than men. But women say that men have got the box. They've got the money. So who actually is running the world? We, the women, or the men? I don't know. But Beyonce says, who run the world? Girls, girls, who run the world? And I'm proud to be a girl, but the men think otherwise. So KMJ is a colleague of mine at the multimedia group. He's a presenter and one of our fine guys there. And then the man who is causing havoc. You pray that you don't hear the sound of thunder anywhere near you if you've been singing his song, because I'm sure you've been lying to the girls. If you leave them, thunder go fire you. It will fire. I think we should do a remix. It will fire, fire, fire you. I say if you leave.
Actually, when I go out to perform, and the first chorus, people forget to sing that, and they sing the original. Second chorus, then they start directing the thing to me. Like, if you turn off fire. And so
you see, people are afraid to own the firing.
Yeah. Nobody wants to be fired. So back to sender.
But you, why? Of all the things that will happen to us,
you know, I just took the song from a literature point of view. I did literature in school. In literature, we had something we call hyperbole, like exaggeration. It doesn't mean I want it to happen literally. I'm just trying to exaggerate my love for somebody.
So the man just took himself out of the situation. I mean, you can't be
like I said, oh, don't be wearing your shoe. Doesn't mean I want to go and die.
Every day you come with something.
Yeah,
now he's using literature to tell us that he said that because of literature reasons, but not because he meant what he was saying. So please, all the girls who thought this guy was doing you a favor by saying thunder fire me, so he won't do what he wants to do.
And I heard they've been requesting their boyfriends to sing that part.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, some
it's part of the marriage.
A lot of
hey,
yeah.
If you leave
after you say I do, you sing the thunder.
Yeah. Some have certain belief in that,
so
they know
like
that.
you, so you don't sing it.
I don't believe in that much.
But great to have you guys. Like the way you're already, you know, starting the conversation. I know if I dare ask you, who do you think is running things now? You say, oh, we the guys.
We used to, but not anymore.
Hey,
Adam sold us to the woman. So you know, initially we had a very fine place that were given to us to take control of as men. And Adam decided that, okay, it's gotten to a point where I want a woman to do it. So Eve took over. So for me, I think the women are running the race now.
Oh, really? I don't think Kidi accepts so. The way he's sitting down, crossing his leg and looking at you, he said, hey, look at this man. Sell out. He wants to tell us.
I mean, he's taking it from Adam's point of view. I'm just saying, I'm not too old, so I'm taking it from mine. I mean, if you asked me this question in the early 2000s, the answer would have been very simple and straightforward. I'd have said men are running the world. But if you ask me this question in 2018, it's a bit, you know, like women are like taking on mantles. They are doing stuff. They are doing amazing stuff in the world, even overshadowing the men. Women are running for presidents now. Like, it's amazing.
But amazing, the women don't think that they have equal opportunities as you do.
Yeah, it's because they've been sold, the things that have been sold to them in their mind. Like, the word has been passed down from generation to generations that men are supposed to rule, I'm supposed to be behind a man, behind every successful man. Right now, they've changed that.
And now it's beside.
Yeah, there's nobody's behind anybody.
Hey.
And if they're not believing they are, then they should give up already.
Yeah,
I mean.
Well, do you think that we are given equal opportunities as the men?
It's everywhere. I mean, that's what I'm saying, that if you think that you're not getting what you're supposed to be getting as women, that we believe that you're now trying as much as possible to, you know, be in the same level with us. If you think you're not doing so, then give up already. So we'll still continue to be who we are.
You see, you're the reason the women are complaining. You're the reason the women are complaining.
No, because I think that women are doing better. The fact that you're not running the same race on equal level like the men are doing does not mean that you're not there yet.
No, I think we want to rub shoulders. I think that's what it is. I want to be able to, say if we're working in the same environment, I want to have the same salary as you because we have the same competence. I want to be able to, you know, feel like I am on the same level with you because we have the same competence.
I feel like there are two types of women in these brackets. Like there are women that want to rub shoulder and there are women that want to stand on top of you. They want to say, no, yes, you are good, but I am better. And I feel like that's where the problem, that's where men try to fight women, because I don't think this should be an argument. Women should come and say, no, I'm better than you, I'm running the world. But because of that second group of women that are trying to like downplay men and say, no, you guys have ruled for a long time, so it's time for me to be on top. Like, I mean, we can, like you said, we can all rub shoulders, we can all survive equally in this ecosystem. I don't see why anybody should claim superiority and everything. So
the one they call feminine.
I didn't want to use the word, but now you.
Oh no, it's everywhere.
Is that what it is?
They've had discussions on it.
I didn't want to use that word.
There's not a problem using it.
What's the problem?
Some women I think are polluting others.
Yeah.
You know, the fact that you believe that we're all supposed to be having the same salary does not mean you're supposed to be attacking men for that purpose. I think that there's a better way we can do this. You know, when the whole thing about feminism, you know, came up and people took it up and some were exaggerating it and others were making it look more like demon. You know, describing men as demons and all that. You know, I think it was totally unnecessary. You know, because some men in certain environment have held the hands of other women to get to some positions they are right now.
You think so?
I believe so. Like, no, I
thought it was the other way around.
No.
Some women have held the hands of a lot of men
I know
to be the big guys they are now.
I know certain environment where certain people who are supposed to be managers have been able to pull ladies around for them to also get to certain positions in that organization.
I'm sure the ladies will not agree to that when they come.
Maybe they have not. If you've not experienced it, of course, you not agree to it. But I know people who have gone through that purpose.
Yeah, you're talking like you have held the hand of some girl and taking her somewhere.
I'll not be surprised.
I'll be surprised.
I have experiences.
I'll be surprised.
You know, not necessarily me doing it, but I mean, let's even break it down. Like where I am and the people that I work with.
Where you are and the people that we work with. How many women do you see in leadership?
Leadership. Oh no, they have my producer. My producer for my TV show is a woman. She's the director of the show as well.
She's in leadership.
Yes, sir.
She's in management.
Oh, come on. But you don't just jump from that place and then you get to CEO and all that.
So you want to tell me that, well,
it's a process.
I work in the multimedia group so that I don't get fired. So
Mzgee, it's
a process. I think Mzgee has something she wants to say. She's trying to take it out.
The problem is that it's a process and the women don't want to understand that it's a process.
It's a process.
They want to make it look like, he's there, so I have to be there.
No. So the problem is that why is it that when it comes to women it's a process, but when it's a man there, it has to happen.
The men too was a process.
It's the same process.
The process. The time women realize the men are there, so I didn't see the process. So now it's like, he's there. I also want to be there. They forget that it was the man went through the process.
That's what it is.
That's what by the time you open your eyes, he's there. It's like, how did he get there? I also want to be there. Then you start fighting.
And that's when they start, using certain tactics, getting into the men's
space.
Some agree to certain conditions, terms and conditions to get to where they want to get to and all that. Some giving themselves away and all that.
Who do they give themselves away
to? To those who are capable of bringing them to where they want to get to. The bosses, of course.
Are they men or women?
Men
and women.
That is if you don't want to go through the process.
And women. These days, female bosses too. So female bosses. So women do women. No, he's talking about women doing women.
He's talking about women pushing men.
No, women doing women.
I'm talking about women doing women and women pushing men out there.
Oh, that one I've not
heard. The conversation is about to be interesting. And I want the ladies to come and respond to some of the things that they have said. And then we have the battle of the sexes. Who runs the world? Who is running things now? Amazingly, these men say it's the woman's world. Or they've given up already on us. They say, take it, we don't want it again. But let's see whether really, in detail, in the books and on the ground, women are running the world. We'll be back.
I was talking about Mina that if you see those women on social media who are always like, I'm independent, I have my wealth, I have my money. They are just frustrated. You want to know why? If a woman, you humble yourself, or you're fortunate to find yourself under the wealth of a man, and you give the man that respect, and like you realize that no matter where you get to in life, it's a man that has to have control. So that when you do something wrong, he will give that little shout and you feel like a baby. It makes you better.
Hey,
go younger.
Women will be excited. Hey, they'll come for you, papa. Mina, you are hearing her say all that. Tell me.
I don't, because reproduction can take place without us. And a woman's body has the ability to nurture and grow another life within itself. So you can't tell me men rules the world. I don't agree with that. For
all right, so I'm sure that in your homes you've started a debate with your sisters and your brothers, you know, who runs the world. It's very, very, very controversial, you know, but amazing. The men have accepted that is our world. They'll come back and say something else, but now the women are in the house. Who runs the world? Are we the ones running the world? We get to find out in this segment where we have actress. She's an entrepreneur as well, and she's called Safowaah. A lot of people know her by name Safowaah, and she is the one who organizes the Miss Noble Ghana, and then also the Africa Tertiary Entrepreneur Awards, which just came off some weeks ago. And also in the house, celebrity makeup artist. Hey, Charlie, this one, she touches the faces of celebs. I've not gotten there yet. When I'm there, she will touch my face. One day. It's my prayer point to God. We call her Nina, but she is the CEO of Mina and Safowaah, and I'm sure you've seen that all over the place. People crediting her for all the great work she does on the face. So some of them, Benedict Agafa, Mami Sewa, I know that she makes them up. So ladies, you're welcome.
Thank you.
And with the kind of things that you do,
okay,
and listening to the men saying that you run the world, I'm sure you're excited.
I am not.
Oh, you're not?
Yes.
Okay.
Because men run the world.
Okay, tell us.
Not women.
Tell us.
It can't be possible. I don't know what they were thinking though, but women can never rule the world, because from the book that we all have to respect, the Bible, men are the head. Okay, so if you are the head, if the owner of the universe has given you this opportunity, no matter how technology the world tends to be, you still have to play that responsibility. I was talking about Mina, that if you see those women on social media who are always like, I'm independent, I have my wealth, I have my money. They are just frustrated. You want to know why? If a woman, you humble yourself, or you're fortunate to find yourself under the wealth of a man, and you give the man that respect, and like you realize that no matter where you get to in life, it's a man that has to have control. So that when you do something wrong, he will give that little shout and you feel like a baby. It makes you better.
Hey,
go younger.
Women will be excited. Hey, they'll come for you, papa. Mina, you are hearing her say all that. Tell me.
I don't, because reproduction can take place without us. And a woman's body has the ability to nurture and grow another life within itself. So you can't tell me men rules the world. I don't agree with that. For any man to be great, there must be a greater woman to choose to give life to him. So I think women, we run the world.
It's not possible in my world.
Well,
Mina, no, it's not in my world.
Women runs the world.
It can't
we
be
take
possible,
care
no.
of the women. Though the men provide for us, but we take care of home.
No, it's not even about provision. You see, there's so many things in the world like our men, they have to accept. It's not even about money, you being poor or you being rich. But like I said from the beginning, you, the man, have to accept the fact that this is where God has put in you people.
But if he's not ready to, you know, take the leadership,
those people, just put them aside. So when my men were talking, I said something like, okay, I told Mina something funny, that my man will tell you that the money that they'll show women, I think the boys have to give counterfeit. You get it?
I see. Hey.
So you see, from all that I'm saying, from my perspective and the things I see, okay, let's say I've worked so much, I have my own world, I live the way I want to live. I still cannot in any way say, okay, I'm getting married to 2, 3 women, whether I'm a Muslim or a Christian. But why are men doing it? At the end of the day, why can't we give them that control? That, okay, I have my money, okay, I've chosen to marry first cameraman, second one, you are my husband. It's not happening. But we are fortunate for them to say that they are my wives. You get
so
it.
you think that because a man can decide to marry more
not
than
even just that not just that decision, but you should agree and give that. You see, let me talk from a personal experience. If a woman, okay, you get to some point, no matter where you get to, and you get to realize that if you have to be submissive, respectful, under a man, not any man. There are some men, you don't have to give them those attributes because they are not going to do anything with them. Like our youngsters who are not thinking really about life, who feel that they want to just do anything. I'm not talking about them. But there are still these young men out there who needs this thing to go. I know one lady who is always already uses this word that you have to be the peace of a man, because every man reasonable, thinking hard, fighting for dreams, becoming bigger and better, needs that peaceful thing. So no matter how you become bigger and better in your society, if you're not married, people will be like, when you're BB and I'm it happens.
So don't you think that that's the reason a lot of women have become that tough and want to be vocal? I don't want to say they are the ones who are the feminists, but some of the feminists are married actually. So because people think that you cannot do anything without a man, must it be that you have to have a ring?
Before Mina comes in, let me say something. Mina we're talking about Africa tertiary. We had success because the men, no matter what women do, there is something about men we can never have. That's wisdom. Okay.
Oh,
so, yes,
really?
I'm telling you.
Wait, before Mina comes, please go ahead and make your point.
Mina,
she says we can. The men have more wisdom than we.
Exactly, 100%. Okay, Mina, let's go.
I don't agree with you on that because I think she is talking from the point of a man being the head, because the Bible says, okay, a man is the head of the family, so he rules, they dominate and all that. Yes, I agree for that part. But my dear, no man can make it without a woman's support or a woman.
Mina.
Because we are there as a pillar. Even the Bible says we are their helpers. So what are you talking about?
But I'm concerned about the fact where she thinks that men have better brains.
You want to know what? I used to be living with my little brother, okay? And if I want to do something, I'll call you and say that, Kofi, how shall I do it? And the contribution of that little boy, no matter, I'm braining naturally. That's
just
how God
because your
me.
little boy has that wisdom.
No, okay. So you want to say that your man doesn't have it?
Dumb? No, I'm not saying that.
Okay, Mina, let me ask you a personal question. Yeah. You see how you look better now, not because you're on the show, because you have a good boyfriend.
Hey.
Amen.
Okay.
I'm spoiling the market.
Shout to Mina's boyfriend. I know you. Shouts to you. Shouts to you. I know you.
My market. Stop it. Maybe
okay, Mina.
Admire me. Hello.
Please admire. Mina is single.
No. Don't admire, please. I know the boyfriend.
Mina is single. Sorry, she's single. So you see, adding somebody like who you are with to your world. Why is everybody hearing about Mina in touch?
Because of my guy.
Oh no, honey, don't. If you do that, some of us, we are wrong pillars. We can destroy that relationship, so be careful.
Oh, okay.
So you see, he has played a very good part for you.
Oh yes.
Somebody like me, I'll forever love, respect, and give that honor to men. I can't work life without men because sometimes you realize that things are so scattered. One thing they say makes it right.
Hey.
I'm telling you.
Props for you men. Now let the men come, because me, I have a lot to ask them. They are so disorganized, I hear. So she said one thing scattered, you need a man to fix it. I thought they said we rather fix the things. They scatter everything.
Of course,
and the woman
take care of the home. We take care of them. We even arrange the man. You have a husband who will go to work and you have to call, honey, have you taken your breakfast? Honey, have you done this? We raise home. We take care of our children. How many men will come from work and say,
Mina, if Mina is talking about home, I will respect it. But the
world is part of the home.
You see, the world is far from home. Life is far from home.
Oh, really?
We have to agree to that.
Okay.
Yes.
Let the men come. Let's see how far life is from home. And let's see what's happening in our homes.
like that. It's not like that. Respect doesn't have to do with
Hey, but you, the way you are talking about there, I think so. We better part cow there.
You see, like it's no stance. As I said, it's no stance what I said.
Kidi, I want you to agree with me.
Both of you are actually on the same page.
Yes.
So desperate, like
both of you are on the same page.
Like,
okay, so she.
But the ruling is what you guys want to hear.
I can't say that by her. Just with that. Since you turn at your Mina.
who they know?
I didn't even hear the papa.
I'm a virgin. No, I'm still a virgin.
Listen, you spoke about influence from women.
All right, welcome back to the G Spot here on Joy Prime, and we'll be discussing who runs the world. Do the women run this world? Are we the ones who call the shots? Are we in charge? Or the men are in charge as always? They say it's a man's world. How relevant is that today? Now, Kidi says, like, if you asked him that some years ago, he would have said, yes, the men are in charge. KMJ also says the women run the world. Now, Mina says, yeah, she doesn't agree. She thinks that women are in charge. Then Safowaah says, no. The men are not in charge, or they are in charge. Sorry, the men are in charge. So she seems to be the only one who says that the men are in charge. All the rest says, to some extent, women are still ruling the world. But if you just joined us, let me introduce to you these people whose names I've mentioned. Now, Safowaah is on my extreme left. Is that my left? Yes, extreme left. And she is the CEO of Miss Noble Ghana and also African Tertiary Entrepreneur Awards. And she's an actress as well. Then next to her is the man of the moment, firing everybody with thunder. And Kidi himself, the fresh guy. Hey, Charlie, Charlie, Kidi is looking fresher and fresher. Hey,
It be good. It be good.
it be God, eh? Anyway, God has done some because last year, around this time.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Let's move on to Mina. Mina is the CEO of Melanin Touch, celebrity makeup artist. Go and ask Benita Gaffa, Mami Sewa. She has a lot of names. These are the two that come readily to mind. And she does beat the face really, really well. I mean, she slays the face. Look at her face. You know how much she slays the face.
She's slayed.
She's slayed herself, yeah. And my colleague KMJ is sitting right by me, and he is my colleague at the multimedia group, works with Joy Prime Showbiz now, and we are looking forward to doing great things on that channel with KMJ. So you're welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so you heard her say that you guys have got much more wisdom than I'm sure you're excited. You're tickling yourself and you're laughing.
Yeah, I mean, let me give props to the ladies. They're looking beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh no no.
Oh no.
Kidi, you said tender fire me alone. Please allow me. And I was, listening to your conversation, and I think that they made some very important points, and the fact that Safowaah agreed that we have a lot of wisdom.
So we don't.
What? Oh, come on. I didn't see you. She said we have a lot of wisdom. You do, but we have more than you do.
Oh really?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
100%.
And then did you also hear Mina saying that some of the men too are just DUMB?
Let me add up something to what you want to say. You say life. There are several kinds of human beings, okay? Say only a santinity obecho say wo nyansafo, ye wo badrimba, and I sabi ye wo Jimmy for sebi, with respect to men and people watching us. And not everybody can comply to the rule of life. Stacey Amwatan once posted something that I respect so much. She said that in life, every angle and what you have to apply. So no matter what we are talking about, there are some men that will not fall because sebe adreno anywhere, and there are some who fall because some are already said the word dress is shepe. So for Leah, it will be good because you're attractive. Sorry, baby, not it's on the show. Thank you.
Both of you get a room.
Get a room.
Baby, wherever you are, stand well. I am in the spirit. Yeah, I mean, I like that.
So because of that, she's confused your thoughts.
Yes.
They have been ruling the world since. This is woman ruling the world.
She's confused your thoughts. You can't even remember where you left
But I mean, seriously, I think that there are terms and conditions to you, the fact that we accepted that women are ruling the world. And I probably want to take it from this angle. You see, the fact that you're a woman and you want to achieve, does not mean that you need to, as a word, disrespect a man to get to where you want to get to. And I will still stand by this every day. You understand? Because what happens...
But is it okay for a man to disrespect a woman?
No, if a man wants to disrespect a woman to get to... Exactly, you understand?
Really?
And especially when
really?
the woman... No, it's true. Especially when you have a woman that is always making you look like, well, I want to be like that. I want to get into that space. I want to be who you are and that kind of thing. I mean, obviously, you want to be a bit aggressive as a man because you're thinking the next day, for instance, you're there and then maybe you're dating a woman or whatever it is. And then when you're there and then the woman calls you up and start ordering you around on phone. There are times that you would want to compare to another person who calls you up and it's a bit on the other side. So you make that argument.
So why are you comparing?
You're comparing because
why are you comparing?
Why wouldn't you compare?
Because she's a different personality.
Because we are not the same.
No.
This is two human beings. Talking about.
The one is respectful, the other is not. Who wants to end up with somebody who is disrespectful?
Nobody. That's what the women
even if you want to be,
but have you heard?
You want to achieve success. There are ways you can do
You
this.
see, I said something from the beginning, honey, that loads
honey,
of
baby,
Mzgee, allow. Just keep moderating.
I said something from the beginning that there are women you see on social media, most it's frustration. Because you realize that I'm an independent woman, I live in my own world, I've made my money. You realize that even from the face and the picture, they are frustrated. You want to know why. Genevieve Marcus in Nigeria, a lady wrote a story that the only thing she doesn't want to hear in her life is, I'm an independent woman. Because it's an insult to her. She needs a man. No matter how she makes, sweetie, young warrior, you are married. But just put yourself and me, Nalin, who is always playing love. The two of you. Okay, the two of you. If you wake up every day with your husband, probably that night you weren't fine, you were not friends, like problems. How do you feel?
You feel great.
Thank you.
It does not mean because you feel great. It does not mean.
But you know me.
Man, really the world.
No, honey, relax.
No.
Mina, listen.
Okay.
You know myself that even though I'm in a relationship, but I live alone. Sometimes you wake up frustrated. You know why? You wish before you pick up the phone to call the man, you wish he was around that you were talking to face to face.
Yes, we are women and it happens to us.
But who tells you that the man also doesn't go through that phase? I'm sure there are days Kidi wakes up and say, oh, when am I getting married?
Let's wait for them to land so that I come in.
Let Kidi come in.
Okay, come here. Okay.
Live without us. They need us.
I feel like
we do need them.
A lot of us have been living without you guys for a long time.
Wait.
I feel like
very comfortable does not mean that you should make it look like without you guys we can't exist.
Okay,
but it's true.
I feel like
it's never true.
I feel like the problem, I've listened to everybody speak. I feel like the problem that we are failing to identify here is different strokes for different folks. The generalization is very flawed. The fact that you see a woman on social media looking frustrated doesn't mean every woman walking around is frustrated.
Yes.
Personally, I think, and the feminists should let me land before they attack me. Personally, I think some women were just made to stand behind a man and make the man. And there are women that were made to lead. Like, we cannot say because Ngozi was made to lead, she was a human rights activist, it means all women are supposed to be. No. God created some women and they made them that you'll be great by pushing another man to be great. And they made some women that you'll be great as being a leader yourself. So I don't think a man is this thing more than me and this. I feel like every person has their own way of how they're supposed to go about this topic.
What we also feel to actually notice is the fact that most women who are made to be behind a man to succeed have their characteristics. And you can't root that out. You understand? And that is what most women are refusing to understand.
But what about the fact that
because if we have a woman who, on the other side, is very aggressive, but still want to push a certain man to a certain height or whatever it is, and you have another person who's always on the other side, letting the woman know that, you know what,
conflict of character.
This thing you can do it this way, this thing you can do, but she has a very nice way of doing it. You realize that that person will be moving faster than the one who's always being aggressive on the man, because there's always going to be conflict. So when you say, but you could have said this thing very nice way for me to have moved to that step, but because you said it this way, we are arguing and we are here. We've not been able to go to
but
this
these
point
are different.
Because no, it still applies. It's not about upbringing. It still applies because that is also part of it.
somebody like me, I'm not talking about this women because of the things they post. But what I'm trying to say is that I respect his opinion.
Why do you keep emphasizing on Instagram?
Not Instagram, because social media rule the world.
I think I agree with her to some
yeah, because social media rules the world.
The world has been made to believe that social media now has some sort of power that we that are living in reality
Kidi,
do not have.
With what Kidi is saying, I respect it. But what I'm trying to draw is, no matter where you get to as a woman, okay, he said some are born to rule. Because Angela Merkel, something Germany, I liked her from childhood. So it is good today, I'm the president of Ghana. Whatever I become, it's great. But my life will be greater if I live to respect that fact that God said. Because if I'm to be, I'll not say Kidi so that you say, hey, if I'm to be with Kidi right now, no matter how.
But you are with him, you are sitting by him.
Please, nobody's complaining.
If I'm to be with Kidi right now, and let's say we are in a relationship and I'm CEO of Africa Tesha, blah, 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 and I don't even submit under any man, at some point you get to realize that Sansini said, do you trust anonyms and a chia?
So you think that your friend is Mina, she cannot tell you that we're chia. You need a man to tell you that.
You don't understand what I'm saying.
I really do not.
Because you see, you're married. Let me give you a job.
What a man will see
let me give you a job.
Here. A woman can stand here and not
Mina,
see it.
let me give you a job.
That's not true.
No, it's true.
It's true. Mina,
I feel like Safowaah will be an amazing wife if she lives in Abraham's time. If she lives in Abraham's time, she'll be an amazing wife.
Thank you for that.
But in 2018, I feel like what she's saying, I mean, there are people that live by that. As for me, a woman, I need a man. There are people that live by that notion, and there's nothing wrong with it.
And we have
but I feel like
too that can live without men.
And it's okay. It's supposed to be okay.
But you see,
it's supposed to be okay. The way you think is okay that you need a man. It's supposed to be okay for somebody to think that I do not need a man.
Kidi, you see, we respect that fact. But why are those people at the end of the day paying little boys to sleep with them?
Maybe that's what they want to end up like.
Maybe that's the taste.
Because people are married, but we still even want to indulge in
taste and preference.
So having sex with somebody. So
sometimes every day when you're going to buy ice cream, you buy vanilla. One day you say, Charlie, today I want chocolates. Today I want a little, tomorrow I want big. Right?
But do you think you are saying that women cannot live without men? Yes. But do you think that you can live without women?
Oh, we can't.
Thank you, Kidi.
We can't. No. Okay, let me speak for myself.
Yes.
I read when I was because I'm about to make some very important. When I was growing up, I used to read a lot of books, and I read that most, like 90% of the world's greatest men, rulers, presidents, ministers, they were all made by a woman. Not that the woman is the one who held their hand to say, hey, go and do this, hey. But most of them were inspired by women. Including most of them, everybody, something. The downfall and the rise, both women.
But which one was significant?
But let me even go.
The downfall is always significant.
Let me even. It's like I was saying, most of them, because a woman said to them, I don't like you because you don't have money. Then to inspire them, to motivate them and go and do something and then go and sometimes ask for you be nobody. Then to inspire them and go, you see, I feel like we men, I've seen men, bachelors who live alone, and I mean, at the end of the day, you still find some girl who come and be cooking for you, come and washing for you, do other
things.
The emphasis on other things,
Men as we are, me, I don't know about every other man, but I feel like at a point in my life, a woman must come into my life to straighten me up, to help me mold my life, because I'm growing, I'm developing into a man that my mom was, a fine man, like you said. But at a point, I won't be able to do all by myself. I'll need a woman to step in and help me raise.
They're not entirely straightening you up. I think I don't like that.
But he speak for himself. When he gets for himself,
so you speak for
yourself.
Kidi has been straightened up like.
No, he knows what he wants to straighten.
Making it look like a woman can do better than.
Wait, you should be asking him which part of him he wants straightened.
No, there's nothing to straighten in this man's life.
You don't know.
Kidi,
I agree with you on that part.
Tell him what you want them to straighten.
That's what they know. What they'll come and straighten. When they enter my life, they will know.
I have a saying that people are everything. if you go somewhere, there are some people you meet, and they come with like, excuse me to use this, like they walk about like with garbage with them. They are always annoyed for
Are these men or women?
Both human beings. I'm talking of human beings. I say that, I always say that people are everything. All because if today I'm with a man, okay, there are some things like Kidi is saying that will be straightened. Way Yeni say, do this one this way. Okay, baby, you to do it this way. We are human. We will fight. We will have disagreement. But
Is that the kind of straightening you're talking about?
Well, wait, before I even, I feel like I need to clarify something.
Okay.
I feel like when I say, you see the way you say, as for you, you need a man. A man, you are supposed to accept that as a woman. You're supposed to be submissive. You need it. You know now, there are men who get turned off by the fact that a woman will sit there and just be taking instructions. Hey, do this.
Yes.
You are my wife, so do this.
Yes.
There are a lot of men out there who get turned on. They like
Kidi,
a woman who will also take
stand up to them?
responsibility and say,
Kidi.
oh, I know you are the man, but this one, let's go like this. Let's do like this.
Kidi, I work so hard.
Well,
I'm coming. I'm not even the people who sit back for what you're talking about.
no, but you see,
Yes.
before I come back to you, I want us to run through that question.
Okay.
And then I'll come back to you with this you work so hard
Okay.
thing, which is a notion most women have. I
Yeah.
work so hard, and because I work so hard, and blah blah
I
blah.
work so hard, but I still need that man.
Wait, I'm
which
coming.
I have.
So,
Not like
man
those
is
who work
sweet.
so hard and are ordering
No, they are
men around.
frustrated.
They are frustrated.
Thank you.
Mina, do you think that we can do without the men?
We cannot do without the men.
Okay.
I
And
believe-
can why you say or two?
As for your market, there is poor.
Seven.
For your
We cannot
market.
do
Your man is the happiest man in the
I'm
world after
sure.
watching this.
Yeah, I'm
Trust
sure.
me.
The way you're giving this man
You
problems.
will go and sleep.
Likewise, they cannot live without us. They need us, we need them. Because even the Bible says we are their helpers. So we both need each other.
You see, life will be better for women, we women, if about whatever point you get to in life, okay? I've worked hard. Like me, if you know me well, I'm a hustler. I work with all my strength, my brand, Africa Tertiary. It didn't work because I work hard, but because I have men behind. Even with my boyfriend who will not show his face. With the motivation you give me, baby, I know you can do it. Yeah. You see, sometimes one word.
But don't we give the motivation to the men too?
Forget
you know how many times Mina has told her boyfriend you
no,
can
let
do
me.
it.
He can't. But you see women, Mina. Okay, I know that. G, there, she will say something else. You know something. You see, sometimes we need just one word from them at some point of something, and you see that it comes unconditionally.
But are there not times when you, Kidi, you need a word from your girlfriend just to say, oh, Charlie, give it one last push?
I mean, in the industry I find myself in, I always need a word. When I had a girlfriend,
Hey,
I always.
now you don't have
So
any.
now-
right now.
Tell the truth, the thunder of fire you don't.
So they were coming.
This industry I find myself in, there are so many things I go through on a daily. There are so many things people are saying to me that as a human it gets to me. Sometimes I try to deal with them by myself, but sometimes all I need is that to lay my head on the bosom of a woman for her to tell me that it would be
You
okay.
see why we are
Everything
so
will be
important?
fine.
It still comes to the fact that if you're not lying your head on the wrong place,
You are not okay.
sometimes where you are lying your head or whatever.
You
it is,
do you have
It's
love
love.
at all?
Huh?
Do you have love at all?
You shouldn't fail to know that there are two people we're talking about.
Just
here.
do you have love at all? They've
those-
asked you a
he
simple
has.
question.
Which love?
You have
Honey,
love
let
at
me
all?
talk for
No,
you.
he's asking which
He
love. Do you
has.
have love at all?
Love,
No,
love,
he
love,
has.
I got love.
love for the job.
No, wait, job. You know what I'm talking
I love
about.
my
No,
job.
he has. He has. But sometimes, like he said, broken heart, it's still into
But
him.
you are still heartbroken.
Shallow will
You
do
know
to a
what
lot
you
of
did?
Because how he
Kedi, you know what you
speaks,
want?
the
Like,
feeling is
you
still
need women
there.
like me.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
are lovely, we
Yeah.
are sweet,
Yeah.
we can rule your world.
Yeah.
We come under men.
Ooh.
If you do that, somebody like me,
That was very ambiguous.
yes.
She comes under
you
men.
come under men.
Yes.
Hey.
Yes.
Kidi,
Wow.
you're supposed to be
She-
sitting here for me to come to that.
Me, I can see, but
I don't know if, Kidi, you've had, somebody who is, okay, have you done music all your life, right?
Yeah.
You've not done anything else.
no, I did my national service, so I've done.
Okay, so did you have any
done
boss?
office.
You haven't had any boss who was female and bossy, cheeky, and all that, and she'll look
No.
at you and say,
I had I think most of my boss were actually females.
Oh, okay.
And I like how they used to relate to me.
Because you're a
Hey.
fine boy.
Oh no, don't do that.
You know, but you're talking about how your female bosses like you, Kidi, and because
I didn't say they like me. I said I like the way they related.
Okay.
Don't.
But if they like you, what is wrong with it? Why we cannot say like anymore? Why? What are you thinking about likeness?
Yeah.
I mean.
Oh, because you say thunder will fire the girls. You don't tell them you love them anymore. You say I like you.
Especially with the fact that I've caught on tape saying I like older women. I don't want to get misconstrued. Yeah, so that's why.
But if you like older women, what's the problem?
I said it, so I don't find anything wrong with it.
So why are you running away from me now?
No, I don't want people, viewers, to misconstrue.
But what's the age bracket for you?
I'm with you, brother.
No, but what's the age bracket for you though?
64.
Oh wait, hey. What's the age bracket?
I mean, at most maybe 5 years. Or 10 years.
Hey,
I say 10. No, slip of tongue. Sorry. 5, 6. At most 6. Not more than 6.
Hey, yeah. I see. So your former girlfriend, she was how many?
Oh, she was just a year older than me.
Oh, I see. Nice one. And I get excited. I get excited when young men say that, you know, like.
Yeah, because personally, maturity is like so attractive to me. Like
True,
I like a woman who knows what she wants, goes for it. Like,
bro, never date a woman who is not mature. You are doomed.
Yeah. Even who
says any woman wants to date? Do you want to date a man who is not mature?
And even I'm trying to make a clearance before we go. I have to say that if I say I like older, it doesn't mean if I meet a younger person who is mature, I'll say no. I have my principles. I like older women, so no.
90% of the older women are mature. That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah, but if I meet somebody who is younger, that's why if I meet somebody who is younger than me and still has that maturity, I mean, we can still vibe. I mean, you know, we do.
And somebody who is older than you too.
Older than me.
Yeah.
And that's what
that's ideal. In a perfect world.
How shall I married? Hey, like I'll be crashing on him now. Like, hey, look at you.
I'm made in
Ghana.
From the way Kidi
I'm coming back to you. Now, as a man as well, you know, for the women that you've worked with who are in higher position, not necessarily where we work, you know, we're not talking about multimedia, where not necessarily where we work, but, you know, you see women and once they get into a certain realm, like, you know.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, bottom line is that I know a man who wrote an application letter for the girlfriend to get a job to be a manager, and the girlfriend got the job as a manager and started treating the guy badly.
But what was the guy doing? The guy starts putting his hands between his thighs.
No, not necessarily. The guy had a job, but it wasn't that job that the girl got. There were two different things.
You have to lash the girl.
Understand? But this is a man who wrote the application letter for the woman to get the job. And today, when you see them, you see the difference is so clear. You get what I mean?
The woman is way ahead.
Way ahead, and not giving that respect she used to give to the guy anymore. It's that bad, you know, and that's why I keep saying that there's some sort of terms and conditions to wear. The fact that you think that you're a woman and you're supposed to be ruling the world does not mean every woman has that same ideology. Some people would want to get to a certain platform, and it becomes very difficult for them to come out of that office, looking at the account they have, looking at the kind of bosses they have meetings with, and all that, still come back to the house and submit like the way she's supposed to be submitting to a man, whether wife, girlfriend, marriage, or whatever it is. You understand what I mean? So, yes, you have some women doing so well and making money and still respecting men because they're supposed to be respecting them. Yeah. And others who are abusing the fact that they are running their office space.
Let me help you.
Different strokes for different folks.
As for Kidi, says the different strokes for.
And you never should undermine or underestimate the woman's power to rise when they put their mind to something. I feel like men are like, I want this and I want, and the woman wants something.
And that goes
most of the women who get to that position behave that way more than those who get there
and
do not behave the way.
I also think it comes to my next question, and let me ask the next question. I've seen people say that men make the decision, but women influence it most. And I've heard people say that, okay, when you're married, they tell you that the husband is the head, but you, the woman, you're the neck.
Yes,
and you know the neck determines
where
the head
moves.
So how about that? Do you think that
feminists don't want to be the neck?
They don't want to be the neck.
They want to share the head.
With me and my world.
Your world, they want to be there somewhere.
Yes. All I pray to God is, no matter where I get to, I want to be under a man
ambiguous.
Opana, please be fast and let her be under you.
Ambiguous.
Under you.
You know why?
Under you.
She's already under the place and getting all the
I am under
Thank
the
you.
canopy.
You see, yes,
you're already under the place and getting
Under the canopy.
and getting what?
all the
I'm
things
getting
that
the things
come-
I
yeah.
want. You want to know why? A woman, no matter how we rise, okay, let me use
our definite for you. Me, it's not for me.
No, honey,
I don't
I'm coming.
believe in that theory.
It doesn't matter.
So your definite is that you need to be under some man.
no, not even in job, business or anything. I could be the biggest entrepreneur.
No, but
in
you
Ghana.
mean as in you have to
In the
find a
home,
man
yeah.
to call your man.
To call you,
A
you have to
husband.
give that respect. Hey, bibi anye de say only bema odono ana odo motemu ho ase. Na mada sorry. Now we akasa Mina. Ana de yame. Enti na ye ene ye ne.
No, it's very
Ene ye ne.
Although necessary.
Eh.
And even
Any and
Odo
never.
kakra, sika kakra.
Oh, there be say scan there ye mu be a rule be that I like. Mema ni rule go ye so nti ye bebu omo.
But
Let me share
but
this.
I'm sure you don't agree with that. Are definite for a woman. I'm not sure a lot of women. I don't buy
No,
that
they have to.
ideology.
You know what? I have friends, men who go to the bank, like not even banks alone, but several jobs. That these girls are begging them to
Marry
look for
me.
no
Or look
marry,
for a big
to
man.
look for not big man, to look for boyfriends for them. You see, life, like I'm saying about Stacey's. Yes. Nyame e wadu no nya bia yedi. Like Stacey. Like what's wait, Mina like
but you see, if you didn't, but you're going to say
one
a
but
but.
for ma, like if you didn't submit and respect like the guy like Oyebema.
Hey, but this is your submission there. Why are we supposed to carry him on our head?
Don't do that. Gee, you are too intelligent to confuse the people at home.
Please, so it's not about
Yes.
you. Listen to them.
Submission.
Yes, you understand what I'm saying.
I agree that
You see,
every woman, you have to submit to your man.
Share the papa.
Not man.
That's
Husband.
someone
Hey,
show,
so
so-
if your boyfriend,
Well,
you don't submit.
boyfriend, of course, you have to submit.
Because you have to start from there. If you don't submit,
Yes,
then you won't marry
well-
you. You find somebody who will say, hey, please, can I wear your shoe for you?
No,
Can I
it's
brush
not
your
like
teeth
that.
for you?
It's not like that. Respect doesn't have to do with
Hey, but
Kidi.
you, the way you are talking about there, I think so. Way back part, cow there.
You see, like it still stands. As
No,
I
you
said,
see,
it still stands what I said.
Kidi, I want you to agree with me.
Hey,
You want me to-
no,
okay.
no, he doesn't want to
Listen,
agree with you.
You see, submit here, it's my voice.
Convince
Tender
me,
will fire you if you
Don't fire him.
Convince
You
me,
see,
convince me.
submission is not like, oh, baby, can I wear your shoe? Baby, no.
Okay.
We are, I think,
Maybe we have gotten you wrong. So tell us
oh
what
no, and yet yeah, nananum titi for them. As oh, Jane and the crime. No, but you see, if a man is getting that respect and what he needs,
how is the respect?
the respect is.
you're
I read
talking
something this morning about hero instincts of a man. Okay.
Hey, and you what kind of maybe?
Oh, maybe I can Google this, my friend.
Okay.
Because I want to keep the things I'm
don't
looking
believe
for.
everything you don't.
I tell you,
No, I read them and it's good.
Google, I can say. Second track, I can say. Google will tell you have 2 hours to die.
The one she's about to say right now, there.
You want to listen? Let's see what Google says about submission and
We'll
respect.
believe in that one. The one you're about to say. We'll
You
believe
see,
in it.
so submission is not like,
long
oh,
as
baby,
it
let me
benefits
raise your
men.
shoe, let me do this. But you see, men are very annoying. If my lady will agree with me,
yes.
they are very
Oh
annoying.
yeah, me too. That's the only thing I agree with you today. We
Thank
are
you.
just
Thank you.
I mean, we are very annoying.
You see, but
Who in
if
young as
as a
well?
woman you're smart and brainy enough to carve yourself, Chioma and Davido, people say a lot. But if you, I don't know the girl, but if you watch her from far, even though she's dating the superstar Davido is, you can see that she's a woman. You see, sometimes my fear before man or more no. My fear before you too much name fele say and I mean na be na me. No, I'm telling you, honey.
No, it's true. You see, there's one thing you can't take from a woman. And
Yes.
I think she's echoed that throughout the conversation that we're having. There's a way you can make your man
Exactly.
love you extra without you.
She wouldn't send your own
Of course.
doyers.
And that is what makes us rule the world.
Yeah. So
Rule
you
what?
you spoke about.
me now, then I'll hear you.
I
like that part.
Emma, when he says, they said when you marry, the man is the head and the woman is the neck. So whatever decision the man makes, we influence it. It's true.
Very true.
When you have a man you can tune him to be what you want him to be.
Rita Dominic says something. Let me tell you. You can never change an adult. You can never change a grown-up person. You can't.
By changing.
Okay. She's not saying change.
Before you continue, sorry for cutting. I think both of you. You know what I think.
Yes.
Are you ready for that?
Yes.
I think both of you agree with each other.
Yes.
But the word you don't want to hear is the ruling.
Yes,
exactly.
But both of you are actually on the same page.
Yes.
So desperate, like if
both of you are on the same
man,
page.
like
okay, so she
but the ruling is what you guys want to hear.
I can't sit up by her. Just with that. Since you turn at your Mina.
no
I didn't even know Papa.
I'm a virgin. No, I'm still a virgin.
Listen, you spoke about influence from women, the side of women.
Yes.
And I think I totally agree. 3 days ago, there was something that I'm looking for, and so I've been trying to make calls and all of that, just to get myself, connected to something. And then I spoke to a friend of mine, a female. So we're having a conversation on the phone, and then she was like, "You sound very down." I said, "Oh yeah, I'm trying to get something, I'm not getting it, so it's a bit, disturbing for me." And she was like, "Okay, what is it?" So I told her what exactly it was, and the next thing was like, "Do I get it for you?" Not necessarily buying it.
But
the
she
thing
knows
is
what's
not
buying.
something that I'm
She
even
knows
buying.
how
It's
to
something
get
that I'm
it.
supposed to get. I deserve to get it, but I'm not getting it for some reasons. She says, "Can I get it for you?" And "can I get it for you?"
How is she
means
going
that
to get it?
she's going to influence those involved
If she's going to
to
influence
get it for me.
Let me be Safowaah for him. Let me be Safowaah for a moment. No, don't get excited.
Don't get too excited yet.
Now I'm going to be using the fact that Will Smith said I watched a Will Smith interview with her family, the Red Table, and then the wife was interviewing him. And he said something profound, and I agreed with him. Okay. And this goes back to the fact of me seeing by the book, on paper, men rule the world. But in reality, women rule the world. Will Smith said, personally to him, the only reason why he could be successful, the only reason why he wake up in the morning and feel motivated to go to work and get money is for a woman.
Yes. And what else?
Okay, on that note, that's all time will allow us. If I leave these folks,
that was a bit disappointing for Will Smith entirely.
Then you disappointed in me too because
yes,
So
it goes
women,
to you.
women,
It goes to you as
women.
well.
At this point, continue the debate in your home. Thanks to Safowaah,
Women respect the men.
Mina and KJ. Good night.
He made a mistake.
If
He made a mistake.
It's a mistake.
It's a mistake.